So let's start with this. It's been, a good 4 months since you were last on the racetrack. How much are you itching to get back out on the track and get going again?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Season starts here in April, so kind of counting down the days, but there's a lot of work yet to do. So we're still busy in the shop getting cars ready for the next season.
What's your off season been like for you so far? Have you been able to do much of anything? Work on the cars a lot? What have you done?
Just worked on the cars a lot. We got the Super Late all close to done. Just needs a couple things here and there, but the off season is a lot more hectic than most people would think. You're improving on what you have and trying to discover new ways to make your car go faster.
Do you do any virtual racing, video game type stuff just to kind of try to stay sharp a little bit? Do you do much of that?
Yeah, I do a little bit. Right when we stopped racing, I did a lot of it, and then I've kind of been weaning off of it from here. But it's not quite what you can get in real life because all the input is through the wheel, so it's a little different. But it's definitely they scan all the tracks and everything, so it's definitely as close to realism as you can get.
Well, what a year last year was for you. You were the Big 8 Series champion. You became the youngest racer ever to win the national short track championships here at the Rockford Speedway. What are those two things in particular done for your career and maybe in terms of your name recognition and helping you get some sponsorships?
Yeah, it's definitely helped a lot. It's those are two big things that I've accomplished at a young age, and it's definitely it's something that sponsors will look at and think they're glad that they're with me and glad that we can win races and championships.
Mark Martin is the guy whose record you broke at the NSTC by becoming the youngest champion ever of that. Are you much of a historian when it comes to great racers? Do you ever, study, read books about them, look at old YouTube videos or anything? Are you into that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm into it. I'll watch YouTube videos of old races all the time, but not too much of a book reader, I'll tell you that.
Well, what are your plans for this year? How much will we see you on Rockford, and where all are you going to be traveling around to race?
The plan for 2021 is to run mostly Super Late Mile races in the Live for 5 series and the Tundra Super Late Mile series. We'll run a couple races at Rockford, for sure, the Spring Classic and the National Short Track Championships at the end of the year. And, a couple races here or there throughout the season. It's just kind of hard to know for sure without all the schedules out yet.
What are your long-range goals, like 10 years from now? Where does Max Kahler want to be? Where do you want to be racing?
Hopefully at the top level of NASCAR.
Yes, certainly so. And what do you feel like you have to do to realize that dream? What's it take?
It takes a lot of hard work, obviously. You got to win races and get your name out there and get recognized by some of these major organizations, and hopefully they can help you out and get you to that level.
Well, we at WTVO 17 are obviously high on you and your present and your future. That's why we're one of your sponsors this year. Do you have any others lined up yet that you can share with us, folks who are all behind Max Kahler and on board with you as well?
Junction Auto Parts, Retool of Rockford, Machinery Source LLC, Windsor Auto Sales, and those are just to name a few. We have a lot of sponsors on the car, and without them, we couldn't do what we do and couldn't win races.
Well, the Daytona 500 is coming up here quite this weekend, in fact, and you've got a little gathering planned, a fundraiser, I believe, at Fozzie's in off Riverside in the Rockford Loves Park area. So what can you tell us about that event? What's going to be happening that day at Fozzie's?
Yep, we're going to have a fundraiser February 14th. That's the Daytona 500. And there'll be pizza, pasta, salad, and breadsticks, along with some beer while it lasts. That starts at 1 o'clock at Fozzie's Bar and Grill. We'll have 50-50 silent auction as well. And, just there to help us out throughout the season and have a good time.
Obviously, you'll be there. Can fans take a few selfies with you, maybe get an autograph, that kind of thing, huh?
Yeah.
I know you're modest, but yeah, I think there'll be some people who want to do that because you are the hot young driver, not just in the Rockford area, but in the Midwest with what you accomplished last year, winning the Big 8 Series. So before I let you go, I got to ask you about the Daytona 500. Do you have a favorite driver? Can you predict the winner for us? Who do you think might win it? Huh?
I don't know. I like Kevin Harvick for sure. He'd be my pick to win it, but he's usually not that good at super speedways like that, so I'm not sure who's going to win it. It'll probably be a lot of wrecking.
All right. Well, Max, thanks a lot. Hopefully a lot of people turn out to say hi and support you at Fozzie's this coming Sunday. And Good luck to you this season. Obviously, we're going to be watching you and following you very closely. So thanks for joining us and take care. All right.
Yep. Thanks for having me.